Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. And this is my review for 90 Day Fiancé the other way. Okay? Not this way, but that way, which is the other way. Okay? Season 1, Episode 9. Did I say that? Can't remember, but I digress. Okay? If you have not done so, guess what you need to do? You need to hit the damn like button. And I mean that in all my wonderfulness. Hit the like button. Y'all know it helps us. It helps YouTube know that our videos are being watched. So if you're watching, hit the like button. Okay, don't be an asshole and not like hit the like button. Okay, be wonderful. Okay, also do not forget to subscribe to my channel. Okay, and all that good shit. Okay, don't forget to be a JayBird. Okay, this means subscribe, become a JayBird. Okay, and all that. Y'all know it's late. I'm trying to change things up or whatever, because I can't remember sometimes what I'm doing. So I saying stuff in the wrong order. But y'all get it. Anyway, what else? Let's just get started, okay? Because I don't feel like going through all the happenstance. Y'all know to subscribe. Y'all know to like. Y'all know to check the description box to get to whatever you need to see about me, okay? I added my CashApp down there. I added my PayPal. You know, my email address is down there. You know what I'm saying? Follow me on social media. It's all in the description box. Okay? Love you all. Anyway, let's start with Corey and Evelyn first, okay? They are finally leaving her grandma's house because the apartment that they're staying in is supposedly finished. The roof has been repaired, okay? And so they're leaving, and he said he bought this old car, okay? He said he spent $7,000 on this car, even though it barely runs. And this little car, I mean, the seat belts didn't look too good, you know. And it didn't look like they look like they worked all the way. Like at least not his. Like it looked broke. And but I'm like $7,000 American? I mean, the car looked like a little putt car. $7,000. Somebody played him. I don't know what a girl. Evelyn must have pocketed at least $5,000. Okay, that car could not have cost a bit more than $2,000. I'm just saying, but I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, so as they driving to this apartment, he like, it was so crazy at your grandma's house. It was so awkward. I really didn't have no space here. He's complaining. Okay, he's complaining about things like, are you gonna always complain? Like, I'm just so tired of you complaining about this and about that. Like, just enjoy, the country. I'm looking like, well, first of all, I would not have moved there because I would not have been happy, okay? I need real walls, real windows, real running water, real pots and pans, real stuff, okay? And I would be freaking out if it was like this pigs and dogs running around, all willy-nilly, and could just like come in the house. I would not do it. But as he's complaining, as she say, he said, no, I'm trying to bring up things that are an issue for me. I'm trying to have communication. His communication just happens to be complaining about everything around them, okay? Because he's in a whole other country. But you knew that when you went there, sir. You knew it, okay? Google the shit or something. Anyway, they get to the apartment and he brings up how a part of that $40,000 he gave her went towards the apartment that he was paying for that she's staying in. I'm looking like, okay. He gets there. There's no hot water. He's like, you can't flush tissue down the toilet, so you can't poop and wipe your butt and flush it or whatever. They don't have any pots and pans. And she pulls out one old rickety pan I think she said she found it in the river, in the water. I mean, out of the $40,000, nothing was spent on pots and pans. I mean, like, do they not? I don't want to be ignorant or whatever, but I'm like, do they not have like regular stores there? Because sometimes I feel like, if they have regular stores, it is maybe be expensive and they can't buy stuff. But if he gave you $40,000, you can buy not one good pot. Y'all didn't get Amazon or nothing. I mean, I guess Amazon can't deliver that well over there. They might get robbed. But I'm just saying, like, that's the only pot. Ain't no plate, no cup, no fork, no spoon, no nothing. And then the little oven looked dirty. But I mean, these are all things I was complaining about because I've never been there. Had I been there before and I said, oh, I went to visit and it was just like this, I wouldn't have came back. Because it's just not something that I'm accustomed to. But she is, so for her, it's fine. That's her home. That's fine. for her. But he was like, oh my God, no hot water. I can't, oh my God. Are you gonna keep complaining? He like, I'm just trying to talk to you, whatever. Just it's just weird, or whatever. He's in shock. He's in shock because he came from America and now he lives there, and he's just he's realizing everything he doesn't have. So everything he realized, damn, I don't have this, I don't have that. From here, he just keeps saying it, and I think I would not be complaining. I would. We complain about shit we don't have here, and we live here. It was a whole power outage. I don't have no power. I ain't got no. You do complain about things that you're used to having and you don't have anymore. Just saying. But again, I would not have went over there. He did. He just tells her, I love you anyway. I love you. I'm gonna be here, you know what I'm saying? With you, baby. With you, with no hot water and no tissue for my ass and a car that I don't think the seatbelt fully works on. I really, really don't. So, Tiffany and Ronald, you know what I'm saying? I think it's funny his name was Ronald. It made me think Ronald McDonald, who then had the burglar, Ronald the burglar. I'm like, Mickey D's. Anyway, so Tiffany brings up how she's still upset with Ronald or just about the situation. Actually, I feel like he lied to me about the bachelor party. How? He came home and told you the whole truth and nothing but the truth. I mean, he could have lied to you and told you that they didn't go to a bar, didn't have their prison, he wasn't drinking. But he came home and he was honest about what happened when he left. I think she felt like he knew when he didn't tell her. Not like he thought it may happen and just didn't say shit. I mean, technically, his friend lied more than he lied because the friend planned it. But I digress. Because think about he been in rehab. What are you going to do? He don't know no troubles. He might because he lives there too. Anyway, girl, I'm not confused. So, but I'm not, you can't be mad at him because he came home and told you the truth. So she then brings up how, they was riding around with her, him, and the son. And then, she's like, so baby, would you want to play out? The kids said, would you let me play out here? And as they ride, you see dirt roads, trash here and there, people walking around everywhere. And she's like, no, I wouldn't even let you play at home. Like, if I don't know who you're with, where you are, so no, I would not let you play here. It's not safe. And my thing is, I would not move my son anywhere where I felt it wasn't safe enough for him to like just even go outside. I would have stayed in the States. It's just me. Anyway, Ronald then said, well, yeah, because here, they have human trafficking. So, what's human trafficking? Oh, it's when they take little kids like you and they send you away to do things. I'm like, why are you bringing up human trafficking to this little kid? But I guess so. And then as they're in a car, the kid has her cell phone. Okay, baby, give me a phone. You can have it out. So Ronald then said, like, there, if someone sees you with a phone, they'll rob you. Even if you're sitting in the car, like they would rob you. They have a lot of ATM bombings or whatever. Again, human trafficking. Burglary. I said, you would know about burglary. You was a burglar. Anyway, she then brings up, but he then says, like, out of all of that stuff, it's still a nice place to live here. I mean, it's like anywhere else. Anywhere else has crime. Anywhere else has human trafficking. Okay, same thing they have there, we have here. We may not have a lot of like specific ATM bombings, but shootouts all the goddamn time here. So I mean, it's no different than anywhere else that has issues. So I mean, it is what it is. He just knows where he lives the same way we know America. So they asked the son if he wants to stay there, like would he be cool and chilling in South Africa? And he like, I don't feel comfortable here. It's like, well, that's honest, okay. But he really brings up how because he does not feel comfortable because probably one, what they just said to him, and two, because he's looking out the windows or whatever, and he sees like trash and strange people walking all around. He ain't used to that. So I think that's the part that he made him feel like he was not comfortable because again, he ain't from there. Okay, he is from here. Okay. So I'm like, whatever. He also brings up how he does not want to, be without Ronald. He wants Ronald as a father, but he also does not want to stay in South Africa. He then says, well, don't you have a passport? Ronald says, yeah, I have a passport. He's like, well, why can't you just come to the United States? I say, it's a good ass question. Well, baby, that's adult stuff. You didn't brought him to Africa, let him know. Tell him the truth, okay? Don't you root that boy life and then don't tell him the truth. And he then says, my mom won't tell me why Ronald can't come to America. I feel like they're hiding the truth from me. You're right. You're right. Ronald is a criminal, a burglar, a gambler, and an alcoholic. Okay, all of the above, and those things cannot get him into what? The United of these States, okay? So they then try to tell him how, well, we're here. Ronald's family is your family. So, like, we remember the party we had or whatever, and his whole family was there. He's like, yeah, they're my family too now. Yes, they're also your family. I was saying, but where the kids at? Where the snacks at? Where the grass at? Okay, where the non-human trafficking people at? Okay, that's what I would have said. Anyway, they kind of trying to convince that kid that he wants to be there. He don't want to be there. He doesn't. It is what it is. We then see Tiffany and Ronald go have a separate conversation. And, she brings up how, we need to talk about your record. He was like, say what now? Who we gotta do what? Why? Why is that conversation needed? And she's like, well, because before we talked about it or whatever, and I would ask you questions, and you didn't really answer them. So I just want to know more about what your charges actually were, what happened. Mainly because she went to talk to that lawyer who, when she asked could he possibly come here, and the lawyer was asking what charge do we have? She didn't know what his charges really were. So she's like, you know what? He was right. I need to know what's going on. He then gives some instances of some of the charges that were either dismissed or that really happened. He says how, okay, one time at band camp, okay, in real life, he says one time it was one out, him and some friends. He said, I had on my friend jacket, and then I got searched. And it was LSD and heroin in the pocket. And I feel like if you borrow a jacket from friends, the first thing I do is start putting my hands in their pockets because I want to know what's in the pockets. Okay, I want empty. I don't want your shit in the pockets I'm carrying around. I want my shit in the pocket. So I'm like, you had your friend caught on and then put your hand down there because I feel like LSD and heroin, isn't that that should be heavy? Okay, even if it's light, it should feel heavy in the pocket. I'm just saying, my opinion. Anyway, he said so because he was arrested for that. He said, but I was drug tested in jail and it came back clean, so the charges were dropped. Okay. He then says how one time in band camp, he was accused of armed business robbery. And I said, wait, what? Against who? He then said his boss found out what happened, and his boss had some kind of recording or some kind of evidence to show that he didn't do it. So those charges were dismissed as well. And she's like, well, I just don't get how he keeps getting arrested. How is he always in the wrong place at the wrong time with the wrong charges? Because he doing shit and getting off. Okay, OJ. Anyway, R. Kelly. He then said, okay, then he said, I was also locked up for doing other things like pawning my mom's refrigerator. She said, how do you pawn a refrigerator? He says, easy. You pick it up, put it in your car, and take it to the pawn shop. I said, well, that was as simple as but who just willy-nilly picks up a refrigerator? Not a TV, not a stereo, not a microwave, a refrigerator. But I'm guessing maybe over there they're smaller. Not like a real fridge, because I'm like, you can't just pick up a fridge and put it in the car. You can't. I mean, was it like a ice box? Was it like a little college type refrigerator? Because you can't. If he picked up a refrigerator, he was on crack. That's crackhead strength. I'm just saying. Anyway, he then says he also was taking money from his boss at work. He said, I would take money from my boss. I would then go gamble it. I would then lose it. I would have to go back to my boss and steal a little bit more money to go gamble with it to get back what I lost before, but I lost that too. And he said I kept doing that. I kept stealing money, gambling with it and losing it, taking more money trying to replace it, and kept losing it. He said until I had stole and lost so much, I had to come clean about what I did. And he's like, at that point in time, it was when I ended up having to go to rehab because of what I had been doing. And she's sitting there and he's talking and she's like, like her face was like, this motherfucker, he done a lot of shit. But I feel like, girl, this is what happens when you want to marry somebody that you don't know. But her whole face was like, what am I getting into? Like, what, like a whole little, I just, Pola Ting Ting, she has no idea what she is getting into. And he looking like, hey, babe. So, I'm just like, girl, don't be scared now. I'm scared now, hearing these charges. Who is more scared hearing the charges versus not knowing them at all. I would have been more frightened, not just knowing he had a lot of charges, but not knowing what any of them were. That would scare me more than him just saying, "Oh, I guess they thought I had drugs at one time. They thought I robbed somebody one time, but it wasn't me. Okay, but then I pawned the fridge and stole some money." I'm like, I mean, at least he didn't say he moved some bodies. It was some regular stuff. But again, he's a burglar and a pawner, okay? But it is what it is. She then, like, you know what? I just can't, it's just knowing he's guilty of even one thing that means he probably can't get, a passport to come here or whatever. So it's just crazy to know that we really may have to be here. She then tells him, I don't fully trust you. You have to build this trust back up or whatever. And you say, if you break my trust, I'm saying, I don't know what I would do. Girl, run. Okay, run. Run, Forrest, run! Because that man will drag you down in the gutter, okay? Come on, Sparkle's mama. Anyway, well, that was Sister's mama and Sparkle. But again, she had his baby. She had a whole baby girl. So, I mean, girl, we shall see. Next up, we have Jihoon and Devin. Theirs was really, 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 really simple. Okay, the parents and approved of them to be together, and she's also happy. She says that I was so focused on, the parents accepting me and, making a good impression that I hadn't thought about, like, I have to pack up and move to Korea. Okay, now, she's doing like 2 months. She's going to have the baby there, and then, maybe 2 months after the baby's born, she's going to move to Korea. So, I feel like she has a lot to do by herself because he is flying back to Korea with his parents. But first of all, again, he said he's so sad he has to leave or whatever. He said that she has to be here by herself. But I'm like, that's what happens when you knock up a stranger from a different country. Okay, you can't really be there for all the goodness of it. So they go out to dinner, and Jihoon, says how he's going to he has to go back home to make money for her, the new baby, her what's it is it Drusilla? She named her daughter after the crazy stepdaughter in Cinderella. Girl, Wolf and Drusilla. Anyway, he need to make money for her and them kids. Okay, one that's his and one that is not his, and so he has to go make money. I'm like, okay, so if you say so, but he's happy to have her back when she comes to Korea. So she goes to the bathroom. He then wants to propose to her. So he has a ring that he has the little waitress put, or the server, or whatever she wants to call the I don't know, waitress, whatever, puts into a glass of ginger ale. So when Devin comes back to the table, and the waitress brings the ginger ale or whatever, and she's like, "What's this? Is this a ring? What is this? It looks clearly like a ring, but okay, girl, be surprised. All up and through, all up and through. Oh my God, how can I get it? How do I get it out of here? How do you get a ring out of a glass filled with liquid? You drink the liquid. You drink the liquid down. You then tip the cup over, and the ring falls out. Okay, just don't drink don't swallow the ring. Okay, don't swallow. Should have stop it. Anyway, so he then drinks the stuff for her, and it was all clumsy to where she knocking over stuff, he knocking over stuff. I'm like, why y'all drunk? Y'all both can't be drunk. I'm like, why y'all knocking over so much shit? I'm like, I don't know if they may be dizzy because they're in that restaurant that spins slowly. So maybe they just dizzy. I don't know. Anyway, so he drinks it, gets the ring out or whatever, because his finger could not fit to the bottom. Get a fork, get a knife, get a spoon. But I digress. Anyway, so, he puts the ring on her finger. She says, yes, 1,000 times yes. Of course I'll marry you. And, I mean, it's a nice little ring. It's cute. It's her engagement ring or whatever. She's happy, to be engaged and stuff. I guess it is what it is or whatever. He still says how he feels remorse for the fact that she has to be there alone and pregnant. But again, she'll be with him soon. They're now engaged to be married. And, everyone's happy. You know what I'm saying? We do see that they, he leaves with his parents and this, I love you too, I love you too. I don't think they don't love each other. I do not think they love each. Well, they may have love for one another because they have to bring the baby, but y'all not. y'all need to build upon this. But I do feel like because of his heritage and his upbringing or whatever, his parents ain't gonna allow him to not be with her. Now the trick gonna be if she had a baby and it don't look and it ain't his baby. If that baby don't come out looking Korean, girl, she up shit's creek. Anyway, Paul and Karini. So Paul has told Karini that, his visa came back possibly denied because they think he's a terrorist, but that his lawyer is working on getting it overturned or appealed or whatever. But he has a few days before he may have to leave because he had 10 days to leave, and he said that the appeal may take a couple weeks, so he may not be able to stay there the whole time. But I'm like, well, if that's the case, shouldn't you be packing up? No? Okay. Anyway, they go to the doctor. And on the way to the doctor, Karini brings up how, if Paul has to leave the country because he can't stay there, that she wants to be able to move back with her parents to have help. So I'm like, well, okay. So they go to the doctor's appointment, where the doctor said that she believes that Karini has a bladder infection, because she keeps, when the doctor's pushing her belly a little bit, oh my God, it hurts so bad. So they're like, okay, that's the signs of a bladder infection. They're going to have to give her some medication for that. Anyway, so they found they're having a baby boy. And Paul says, I'm so happy someone will be here to carry on my name. Paul, we need you to, first of all, you just bring something to your name. Like, I mean, just something. Just something, Paul. Like, just be able to afford her and the baby. That's all I want you to do. Okay, and make them be, stand up people. Okay. Anyway, they then asked the doctor like it was safe for Karini to travel to her home village. It's like a 5 or 6 day boat trip to get to where it is or whatever, with the parents. And she's like, well, you have to be cautious or whatever. Be cautious. Like, you can't just sit around the whole 5 6 days in a boat. You have to be able to walk around. Just be careful. Try to take the faster boat that you can, just so that since she's not traveling, all the time, and she, things can go wrong or whatnot. So again, be careful. Get on the faster boats, and again, don't be sitting around, like move around or whatever to keep your body moving. And so they then get on this boat for a 5 to 6 day trip to get to her parents' house, who live like along something in the Amazon or whatnot. And he like, the last time I made the trip, like I almost didn't make it or whatever. I can't believe I'm making the trip again. But I think they're doing that so that if he has to leave, she's already there where she needs to be. And Paul was running to that boat to get them registered, and I'm like, Paul runs like a snake with feet. Okay, if y'all have ever seen a snake slither across, you know what I'm saying, whatever, he runs like they do. He just has feet. It's the funniest shit ever. Anyway, on the boat, he like, most people on the boat, there's a whole bunch of people on this boat going over there, and he said most people just be in a hammock. He's like, but because of Karini being pregnant, he got them a private room with a whole bed, a little shower, whatever. It's supposed to be more comfortable. However, there's like a little window or vents in the room, so he like, there's bugs or mosquitoes coming here. So he has a whole mosquito net that he wants them to sleep in. And she's like, it's so hot here. And I'm like, girl, I would have loved a gnat or mosquito net thing to keep them the fuck away from me. Anyway, and she's like, oh, Paul, you're just so difficult or whatever. She used to the bugs. So for her having to get up and climb out the bed from the net thing around the bed, and then for her to get in it, and she's like, it's hot. How could you keep moving? Okay, but she wants to lay down to get some rest. He then said he gonna get into the shower. He go into the little bathroom. He's like, it's poop water everywhere. Oh my God. And I don't know if it's really poop water or if it's just dirty water because they're on a dirty river. And so he's like, the water in the sink looks a little bit brown. I don't know because the shower comes on, it's a little bit brown. Not like boo boo brown, but like it looks rusty. It looks like rust. I'm like, maybe if you run it for a little bit of a minute or whatever, the rust will run out. But he said, I can't do this. I don't think I'll get clean. Well, Paul, you're going to have to get some running water off your body. I feel like the water on that boat can't be that much different than the water in your apartment. It's all from the same dirty as river or whatever, the water source. The water source or whatever. So, they have to be on a little boat. Lastly, Jenny and Submit. Jenny and Cement are still reeling because they found out that in order for them to get married, they would have to send a notice to his parents' house, who would have to approve of them getting married, and they don't think that's gonna happen. Mainly because Jenny's older than him, and because she's a white woman from America. So they're just worried about it or whatever. But they both say they're gonna fight for their love. I gotta fight every day to prove my love, and that's what they're gonna do. Fast hard beat it out. So Submit brings up how I love you, I'm gonna marry you, whatever, and I need permission to marry you. And I'm like, well, I get that, but sir, you've known your country traditions forever, and I still don't understand why he can't come to America. I don't know that part. I don't think they've ever mentioned it, but it's just weird. Anyway, Jenny brings up how last time you didn't fight for me. You know what I'm saying? And this time you have to fight for me because I can't imagine if me having to leave here without you. He's like, no, 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 no. I'm gonna fight for you this time. I know I didn't last time. I know I did not, but I will not let you go this time. We have a chance to be together, and we're gonna do it. I mean, I believe Summit, but I still don't believe Summit. I feel like he will try to play both sides. He's gonna try to still be with Jenny, but also make his parents happy, but not telling his parents that he's with Jenny until he has no choice but to do so. But I mean, I just Submit needs to grow some balls. 2 of them. Okay? Just do that. Anyway, she's like, I just can't imagine me not being with him and having to go back to America. Like, I would just die if I'm like, you too old to say you're gonna die, something don't happen. They don't say that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just calm down or whatever. But I can't even imagine him letting me go back to America. I mean, you hope not. And I do think they're really in love, but I also think he needs to grow some balls. Okay, so Submit brings up a little bit later how he's not used to taking care of anyone. He's not used to taking care of another person, but he would do anything for Jenny. And we see that he's on his knees, okay, cutting her toenails. She like, you want to polish my toes too? I need some polish. I'm like, you. So are there no like nail salons in India? Is that a weird question? I just wonder. Anyway, and as he's cutting her toenails, his phone keeps buzzing. Buzz, 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 buzz. Who keep calling you? Who keep texting you? Oh, nobody does anything about it. I'll ignore it. No, your phone keeps going off. Submit. Who is it? Okay, who is it? And he just don't say anything. You know what? I'm gonna go and get us some milk and eggs from the store. Okay, can you take the trash out too? Yep, I'll take the trash out too. But we see it was his daddy calling and messaging him or whatever, asking him to send him his live location. I don't have to do it. Why? Why? I don't want to send you my live location. You know what I'm saying? And so, excuse me, he's talking to his dad or whatever, and he realizes dad is not going to give up unless he either gives him his live location. Like, I think that means like find somebody, whatever, or go home to see the family. So he agrees and say, what, I'll come back home and I'll see y'all or whatever. And I'm like, mm, mm. He already giving in. Okay, because he's not going home to tell him about Jenny. He ain't going to do that. He said, you know what, I'm going to have to go back home to just keep the lie alive. And I don't think Jenny is going to like it. Well, no, she's not. Because you would then have to leave her in an apartment by her lonesome, by herself, while you are with your parents. And God forbid they kill you. And she just there all by her lonesome. She can't call your parents at all. Anyway, and that was the whole episode. So be sure that you have liked this damn video. Please and thank you. Okay? Have a great day. I am Jay Lee. This is JLeesCorner. Peace.